No Jumper, coolest podcast in the world. Today we're here with
XXXTENTACION.
See, I'm making you say your own name because I've been looking at it online for the past few months and I didn't really know how to say it. But hey man, it's nice to have you in the studio.
I appreciate it, brother. Thank you.
And I guess you should, well, we got No Jumper alumni Craig Zen over here on the left. Maybe you should introduce your homie.
All right, we got Craig Zen, we got Lil Weefy, Lil Buddha Wi-Fi, you feel me? We got Lil Gabe, Young Dirty Dick on the beat, you feel me? We got Skeet Master, Slunk Guy, we got Bruno Dick on Bruno Dicker down in the corner, you feel me? Then we got Adam from No Jumper.
Adam from No Jumper, what's poppin'?
Yeah,
we out here. Yeah, so I guess we should start with the basic information. Where are you from?
I am from, all right, so I got to get in depth. So, all right, how I put it? I was raised borderline like Pompano, but I was born in Plantation Hospital, raised around Pompano area, raised around North Lauderdale and Broward. Like, so Broward County was like where I grew up. So then after a while, like I got kicked out of like a lot of schools. So I ended up going to like Deepside or Lauderhill. Okay. And then I lived throughout like Lauderhill for like a lot of my life after I got arrested.
So what kind of environment is he in? And for people who don't know, he's talking about Florida.
Lauderhill is like the hood. Lauderhill is like niggas call it four-way. Like you throw a four-way like this. Like.
Well, what's this mean?
It's the four-way. Like it's like
four-way.
Yeah, four-way. The block.
Deep side.
From the, deep side from the block. Like type shit like.
Clearly, I'm out of the loop on this.
Yeah, it's just Broward shit. Like bro. Yeah.
How old are you?
I don't say my age.
You don't like to say it?
Yeah, I don't say much about myself because like I feel like everybody tries to judge me as far as knowledge-wise. I feel like the younger you are, or however you say you are, like niggas feel like they have something over you. Feel me? Like I don't let anybody little bro me at that. Okay. So I just don't like to speak about my age because people try and use my age to determine my knowledge. Okay.
Lil bro you. I hear a lot of people say that terminology these days. Yeah. They're like, oh, he's trying to lil bro me. Yeah. You ever had this happen to you?
No, cause like I just fade niggas.
Well, you're a fighter? You've been getting a lot of fights?
Bro, I've been fighting since I was a kid.
Fuck.
Come close,
bro.
He knows. What? He's always been throwing the hands, or what?
I mean, I've been there plenty situations, like plenty fights. Like I knew him for 4 years. Yeah, we all know. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. So okay, you grew up in the hood.
Type shit, yeah.
Type shit. All right. And so, what kind of upbringing did you have? Like, what's your mom like?
My mom is mean.
Mean.
My mom probably like. My mom's probably the only girl that could beat me up.
Really?
Yeah, probably.
What about Ronda Rousey?
Ronda Rousey? No, I'll throw hands with Ronda Rousey.
Okay. That's good to know.
Ronda Rousey. You can see me with the hands.
Well, no. she's coming off an L anyway, so you got an advantage.
Yo, that fight was epic, bro.
That was amazing.
The fucking fight was
fantastic experience, yeah.
All right, my mom.
Quick discussion of women's MMA.
Yo, I love MMA. I've actually met Tyrone Spong, Rashad Evans.
Nice.
Vitor Belfort.
Yeah,
cool
I
guys.
love MMA too. It's so entertaining.
All fucking cool guys.
Yeah.
All right.
So your mom, though.
Yeah, my mom. My how do I put it? My mom is like the spit image of me, but like probably more, pretty.
Okay. She doesn't have gold teeth though, right?
No. No, she look key is the reason why I got gold teeth though. Like my mom, when I was a kid, wanted me to get gold teeth.
She wanted you to when you were a kid.
Yeah, when I was a kid, she asked me, bro. Like, asked me if I wanted gold teeth type shit.
What the fuck was wrong? Was it when Paul Wall was on the radio saying grills? Was it really?
Yeah.
Ludicrous.
No, because it's just where I was like pumping though, bro. Like niggas like Kodak, like bro, it was big on grills. Grills was a thing. Like grills.
To be honest, in the South. Grills is everything, to be honest.
Yeah, that's bro.
What you need? It's like becoming a man. It's like losing your virginity once you're like 16 or so.
It's like from boy to thug.
Yeah, that's when you hop off the porch. You start running around with a bunch of gold teeth. Yeah,
no, she just
roll up on a nigga. You just
bring the mic. You're not gonna be able to hear.
And when you see like another nigga like just have gold in their mouth, and you just look at them like, damn, bro, he doing something right with his life.
You do look at them different for sure. I think Kodak wears it extremely well because you notice he got his own emoji just.
Yeah, his shits are perms though.
Yeah.
He's savage with it.
Shout out Kodak.
That's like the ultimate level is when you get the permanent ones,
the
right?
Permanent ones where you just permanent thug.
You guys Kodak fans?
I'm a Kodak supporter.
Yeah.
I'm not a very like I can't use the word fan
for many people.
It's more of like I'm inspired by a lot of people. Like, I won't go and say like I don't listen to Kodak. I won't go saying like I listen to all these artists.
But we fuck with them.
Yeah, we fuck with them heavy.
Sound.
Just to call yourself a fan is like it's a support. Like when I tell my fans, if you're gonna be a fan, it's different than being someone that supports me.
Okay.
Because if you're a fan, that means you abide by everything that I believe in, and then that you support what I do to the fullest extent.
Okay.
If you support me, just like, oh, I see that nigga, he's grinding, you feel me, he's doing this thing.
Right.
And I'm gonna support from this distance. But a fan is someone that, like, I feel like you have to be a core fan. Like, I have a cult fan base. I don't have like a weak ass fan base. Like,
right.
I speak to my fans. I help my fans. Like,
because
I try and be in depth, you know.
Your shit is weird because you have a crazy ass following on social media and stuff, and like it's not like necessarily the craziest like numbers, like 10,000 or whatever. Or how many are you on SoundCloud?
SoundCloud, I'm at 18.
18.5. But like the numbers are retarded because it's like you really seem like, and just the number of people who have asked me to interview you is fucking insane. Like considering, you know, that you're like an underground artist, like the number of tweets I had to read about you, man, are like, I don't want kids out there to think that they should tweet at me about their friend 800 times, but you know, it does eventually. I notice at some point.
Yeah, hell yeah. No, definitely a fucking cult fan base. Like, I definitely have a fucking cult fan base. I'm gonna take this off.
Not into the headphones?
Yeah, no,
as long as oh, okay. Damn, now look, we can see the man now. Okay. Damn, everything off.
They come out the shirt.
I was trying to hide myself type shit.
Fat Trell over
Every
here.
time, bro.
Well, it's hot, too.
We can't go nowhere.
The temperature is 76 degrees in here.
Yeah,
That's solid.
All right, so you feel me? We booted up. I came out the shirt type shit.
Drill music on deck right now.
Let's play some fucking walk.
This looks like drill music. All right. So, okay, we were just talking about your mom a little bit. She's mean. Tell me a little bit else.
All right, I mean, when I grew up with my mom, like, I mean, should I get in depth? Because my mom's the type of, like, girl, like, if I say too much, she'll get hot at me. Because it's still real life, you feel me? Besides,
yeah.
I mean,
I don't know.
I mean, I'm going to keep it 1,000. I'm going to keep it 1,000. Like, if niggas want to judge me, they want to judge me. Like, I'll keep it to a minimum. Me and my mom went through it hard. Like, my mom was just in situations where she couldn't take care of me, you feel me? Like, niggas done drive-bys on me when I was, like, a jit type shit. Like I stabbed my first nigga a bit. Like, I bit out, like, basically a nigga tried to put his hands on my mom type shit.
And
like,
you were how young?
I was like 6.
And you stabbed him.
And
with what?
I bit his flesh out and like grabbed the glass shard and like poked him with it type shit, like stabbed him with it. Like, when I was like 6, 7. Like my mom just had me, like, she was in a situation where like she wanted me around, but she couldn't afford to, like, because of shit she was around. You know, she was still growing up. Like, my mom was raised in Jamaica.
But what was she around? Was she around a lot of like drug dealing and crime, or like why is she around motherfuckers that were beating her up and you got to stab them?
She just, to put it in a simpler term, like, my mom wasn't a prostitute or nothing, but like, she just wasn't in a very stable environment because she had no help at that. Like,
right.
My mom just had it hard, bro. Like, honestly. So she, raising a kid, honestly, was on her last priorities. You feel me? So what she did was she passed me from hand to hand to people that could take care of me, you know? And like doing that, like, I was put in situations that weren't the best, but I get what she was doing. So I don't resent her. I would never resent my mom, but like, my mom had it hard. I had it hard. And it's just a very misunderstood. Like, my relationship is still being.
But you're really young to already have that acceptance of like looking at your mom and being like, I understand what you went through, and I know that it was hard, and I can forgive you for whatever I had to go through. But did you feel that way as a kid? Did you understand? Were you angry at her when you were like a little kid getting put in all these crazy situations?
I chased her, like. Like, I remember I used to beat niggas at school type shit just to like hear my mom yell at me or talk to me.
What, just because you wanted some attention from her?
I wanted some attention, yeah. Like, I remember I used to go to like fucking Margate Middle. I remember one day like this bitch kept fucking with me. Like, and I don't say hit girls. I know this is not something that, but I'm gonna like keep it 1,000 for me. I don't like to lie. There was like this bitch that kept slapping me at school type shit. So I remember like one day I was like, all right, obviously it's a girl. She probably likes me or some shit, you know? So I went to my mom and I asked her, I was like, would you get mad if I slapped this bitch? And she was like, well, I didn't say it like that. I was like, would you get mad if like I put my hands on a girl? She's like, always give a girl 3 warnings type shit. So like,
That's what your mom told you?
Yeah, you always give a girl 3 warnings, and if she keeps hitting you, like, obviously she's trying to harm you.
Right.
So if she's trying to harm you, then you go to the extent to where you gotta handle it. So I remember one day this girl and her boyfriend were fucking with me at school, and I was because I was making fun of them, and I think she slapped me or some shit, and I slapped the fuck out of her and kneed her. And I remember from after that, my mom realized how serious I took her. Her word was my bond.
Right.
You know? So afterwards, anything she would say to me, I'd take it to heart. Like, if she would duck me, I'd take it to heart. Like, I remember one time she got mad, like, about some dumb shit and just said a lot of, like, hurtful shit. So, like, everything, like, I mean, to skip to the point, when I was a kid, like, I took everything she said to heart. I took my mom very seriously.
We always forget that, though, that kids take everything that we say completely literally. Because as adults, we are so used to sarcasm and, like, nuance in conversation, you know?
Literally.
But you just, that's crazy. But so, all right, so what kind of kid were you in school? You're acting like you were getting picked on and shit. Were you a little hard ass or were you a little nerd because you're kind of small?
I was a hard ass.
Yeah.
Like, how do I put it?
You were overcompensating?
I was overcompensating. I was all right, how do I put it? I was that kid that didn't say much, but like him not saying much made you want to know what the fuck he was thinking. So I'd be in the cut, and then when I'd say some shit, it'd be some weird shit. Like, I'd say some crazy shit like, oh, I'm going to beat the fuck out of you or some shit. Like, I'd be the kid in the cut to, like, just get off on somebody type shit, and then you wonder why the fuck it happened. So you come to me, you speak to me, and want to get the inside of everything. Like, I never really spoke. I always acted. I mean, that was always my problem. I always acted.